wonderful.
I always put some extra stones on the stove to warm up water. Put one in your pocket, and you'll keep warm.
Oh? Ouch.
Careful, they're hot.
Alright, so I think the idea is that we use the cheesecloth to prevent our hands from burning. Yep. Now we have a hot stone. I wonder if it will keep warm.
Nice and warm, and I didn't burn my hands, Milius.
Yay.
I knew you could do it.
Yeah, we already watched this. What do we have? We have Cuthbert, Milius, nothing else. Let's start with the guy that's not deaf. Brother Milius, the Kitchener. About my age and my friend. Smelling of fish and salt. Not a bad thing. Better than, you know, usual street smells in the Middle Ages. Cuthbert. Cuthbert Whitehead, the cellarer. He and his store smell of hops and honey. Old apples, dried herbs, and vinegar. I guess he makes a lot of booze. Let's talk.
Hard at work, as usual, Milius?
I have to serve salt fish 6 times a week now.
We hear you have fresh fish every day at your cell in the forest.
Every other day, we even have poultry.
I guess he's not that pious?
You have done wonderful work at St. John's, Philip. We, on the other hand, had a weak prior for 13 years. What you worked hard for at St. John's is wasted here in the mother house.
After the election, the new prior ought to put things right.
Remigius, put things right.
Alright, we can criticize him, or we could express that. Well, let's express self-doubt.
Maybe we underestimate Remigius.
He's about to burn all the books and documents in the prior's room, including the priory's ledgers.
Regis says James asked for everything to be burnt after his death, except for his Bible.
What?
Well, even if that's true,
Without the
still
ledgers,
wrong.
the priory's finances will be beyond saving.
Let's not ask about the knight just yet. Let's find out who we
There's
can
no one
trust
else.
first. Although, these
Only
guys
Cuthbert.
probably would be
I
trustworthy.
refuse. I'm too old.
No one else dares to follow in Prior James's footsteps. Not since he began talking to the devil.
His mouth's not moving.
What?
Had a little bit of a bug there.
One day he started talking to the devil, as if they were standing side by side.
Okay, so either he really is crazy.
He was bargaining with the devil for his soul, whispering about his sins.
His sins?
Or it's all part of his plan. First he fakes going crazy, talking with the devil, then he pretends kills himself and run away with all the riches that he's gathered up over the years. Was no one else nominated, has been grayed out, so I guess the only thing we can do is inquire about the knight. I think we can trust these guys, I mean they're our friends, unless of course they're in on it.
Did you see a knight in Kingsbridge?
Let's try anyway.
You mean, aside from the nobles attending the Christmas service? No, I don't remember any knights visiting us.
Well, you might bring that up later.
We'll talk more later.
Let's talk with Cuthbert.
Brother Cuthbert.
Ah, we were waiting for you. I hope you brought some of that wonderful cheese you make at St. John's.
Already gave it away.
I gave it to one of your novices.
Why would you do that?
He said it's not easy doing the Lord's work when you're hungry.
Greedy brother Marcus.
You are too trusting, Philip.
Yep, it was a mistake. Worried.
Brother Cuthbert, you seem worried.
Prior James was a kind man, but the priory is in a terrible state.
Philip knows. He was just too kind to say anything.
Yes, I know. I wanted to use my New Year's visit to talk with Prior James about these matters.
We should be rich. The priory has much land and collects from many parish churches. But we are in debt. Our novices steal from us.
They are also talking.
Novices are stealing?
Yes, someone took my keys. Remigius blames me for losing them. But someone used them to steal food from the cellar more than once. Today I found something missing again.
I already know about the novices. Inquire about the knight. Why not?
Has there been a night to Kingsbridge recently?
Milius, wasn't there a poor soul found dead before Christmas?
I don't know if he was a knight.
He was put to rest in the cemetery.
Oh boy, let's go find a shovel.
That was the right thing to do. Let us continue another time, Brother Cuthbert.
Of course.
Wait. Is this the only exit? Yep, that's the end of the room. Exit. Oh, there's our pony. Very well. Oh, I forgot to use the Bible on things. Let's go back.
It's getting cold. When will these novices learn to close the door?
The Son of God died on a wooden cross. The martyrs were burned on wood. Even something as innocent as a tree becomes a weapon in the hands of man.
That is very true, Philip. Very true. But my ladles are also made of wood.
Not all hope is lost, then.
Might still be hope left for the trees.
I'm sure the Lord will forgive you for being attached to such a beautiful little part.
I hope.
Ha! Not ready to give it up. Also kind of, I don't know, maybe it was rude of us to point it out. Then again, we are the leader of a successful congregation, at least I think. So, I know we might have the authority. Stove and hot stones. Let's burn the book.
Is not my word like fire, declares the Lord, and like a hammer that breaks the rock in pieces?
Praise the Lord.
Very straightforward, we didn't really learn anything. Let's beat Milius with the book.
If there's one man I don't need to preach to, it's Milius.
What was that?
Nothing. It's just, I thought I'd love for you to have more of a say around here.
Alright, so we're electing this guy instead of the other guy.
Kitchener.
Yeah, but you're
And a
keeping your
friend.
shit in order.
If you think I underestimate myself, then you do, too.
Maybe that's why we get along so well.
Next, let's beat up Cuthbert with a book.
The glory of young men is their strength, but the splendor of old men is their grey hair.
Matthew?
Proverbs.
I'm afraid I won't have much chance to improve my reading at my age. But I'll take your word for it. Proverbs it is.
Seems rather a weird thing to put in the Proverbs. Oh well, let's go outside. I'm gonna take a small break, like 2 minutes tops. And I'm back. Alright, what have we yet to explore? There was something about the cemetery, I guess. Let's go to the back. Maybe we should go into the cathedral and discuss before we go grave robbing. Oh, there's someone over here now. Arnoldus. Probably dug grave for James, but James's grave is empty. How many empty graves are here? That's a good question. Let's talk with the guy that makes the graves. Oh, there's also novices in front.
Brother Arnoldus, how are you? Huh? What?
Alright, crazy
How
gravedigger
are you?
stereotype.
Are you well? Oh, Brother Philip.
Or death.
Yes, I am well.
I guess that works too.
It's just that the dead won't stay in the ground.
It's a bad habit.
What? The dead. It's probably those badgers always digging up the graves.
I thought this was going to be a zombie game for a second there. Let's beat him with the book.
Do not rebuke an older man, but encourage him, as you would a father. What was that? Scripture, Brother Arnoldus. What? All is well. Do not mind me.
Fresh grave, another grave. Yeah, we already have. Is that really all we can?
Rotten badgers.
Huh. Still going on about his
We
badges.
used to eat them. Now,
What,
they're
the dead
eating
people?
us.
Oh no, the badgers. I see.
Say, has there been a knight to Kingsbridge? A knight? A knight? Yes. He's here. Right here. Do you know who he was? How did he die? Brother Paul found him. Where is Paul? Down at the bridge. Freezing his walnuts off, I reckon. He talked to him.
I only put him in the ground.
Well, at least we know there was one now.
That's all I ever do.
Do you have any idea what the knight was doing here?
Probably tried to jump off the end of the world.
What do you mean?
There is nothing here. Kingsbridge lies at the end of the road. Nobody comes here.
Seems rather negative. Novices. I guess this was the guy that scammed me out of my cheese. The novice I met at the bridge. Both should be working or studying the Bible.
My father gave the priory a good deal of land to keep me fed. I won't eat salted fish all day.
Me neither.
Alright.
Shall we go into the cellar again tonight?
Yes, Brother Marcus.
And they
Still
just...
old Cuthbert's keys.
Indeed I do. I hid them right in the church. Stuffed them into the large crack in the wall.
I could do some crack stuffing myself.
I bet you could.
Alright, so that's basically an admission of guilt. Should we reprimand them immediately? They are confessing without knowing it. Lost their way, not beyond saving. I guess we could try saving them.
We should go to Shiring sometime. Heard they have a big-titted harlot there. One that would even do you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I guess it's just gonna be locker room talk now. House of the Prior. Oh right, he was gonna burn the books. Let's go there now. It's not locked. That's a good.
I asked not to be disturbed.
Brother Remigius, I'm sorry I interrupted your service.
You mean Prior James's service?
Quite so. I heard he fell through the ice. Horrible.
Yes. I was the one who found his rosary by the river. Now let me continue my work.
Why would Prior James walk out onto the river at night?
He was chased.
Chased? By whom?
The accuser.
But why would the devil be chasing him?
Better to not get involved in all this. Don't you have your own priory cell to run?
But he did ask to be left alone, and we already have a clue for the night. Let's just leave him. He did say he didn't want to be disturbed. Can we inspect the room? We cannot, apparently. Let's go into the cathedral and get those keys. Oh, wait. Let's hit them with the
I will
book.
contemplate this later. Not now.
We won't preach to them yet. Into the cathedral. Looking for a stuffed crack. James's grave. I didn't think I ever... Empty body wasn't found. What happened that night? What in God's name happened? Alright then, crack in the wall. Interact.
The novice said he hid the keys in here.
There we go.
They're here. I have them.
Alright. So,
This brother Marcus really did steal Cuthbert's keys.
what can we do? Most of the doors and gates in this priory. If we're gonna do an investigation, this will be very useful. But giving them back to Cuthbert would probably be the good boy thing to do.
Thank you for your help.
How could I not help you? You're my little brother.
I knew I could rely on you.
Maybe use the clue?
About that knight.
He was carrying an important document for my master.
So we're not gonna keep him up to date? I guess we'll have to discuss it with him once we found the documents. There's only one door here. Staircase, perhaps? Why not?
No, I'll stay down here.
Ha!
I'm not good with heights.
Very well. Let's go back to the cloister. Chapter house, cemetery. Let's see if we can hit the naughty kids with the book yet.
It's not the time to consult scripture.
Very well. Can't interact with them either. So what else do we have? I guess to the front. Alright, we should talk to Paul. Philip's pony is here. She is getting old. Yeah, it's the same thing as before. Seems we can't go into the guest house. Kitchen we already did. Cloister. Cathedral. I think we did all of... Oh, stables. Let's interact. Alright, so someone should punish the novices by cleaning out the stables. The only other thing we could do is talk with the grumpy guy in James's old residence, so let's do that last if we run out of options. So we're back here. No interaction, no interaction. South, south. It's the same thing. Or to the mill. The fields, my bad. Wait, was there a mill here as well? Let's just go to the south first to look for Paul. That's probably Paul. And the novice was probably trying to steal some money too. Huh. Freezing. Tries to not let it show. Too cold for someone his age. Yeah, one day they're gonna find an icicle here.
Brother Paul?
Philip. Ouch.
We could give Paul a hot stone. Let's do that first.
Here,
Oh. Ouch. Oh. A hot stone. Ah. It's a mercy, Philip. Thank
thank you.
Remigius should give you a fire, or not have you sit here at all.
I don't really mind. Winter is bound to end sometime.
Right around
If you ever
spring,
run
I'd
into trouble
imagine.
with Remigius, be careful to answer him. Do not stay silent.
Silent?
Nothing makes him angrier than someone who doesn't answer. He becomes weak and defensive. It's not fitting for a sub-prior, let alone prior.
What's wrong with your foot, Brother Paul?
Oh, just a chilblain. It will ease when the spring comes, and the hot stone really helps, Philip.
You should have a fire.
It's all right. It's not that cold.
Don't take it lightly. Many will die this winter for lack of food or shelter.
Remigius thinks the Lord is testing us. Only the sinners perish.
No, the poor perish, and those that he has freezing out here.
Don't say anything to Remigius, will you? If he thinks I've been complaining, he'll be displeased.
Alright, so he's running the thing with an iron fist. So, which probably means that any alternative would do. Before we ask about tonight, let's ask about Remigius again.
About Remigius's weakness?
Nothing makes him angrier than someone who doesn't answer. It's not fitting for a sub-prior.
So if we want him to be angry, we do nothing. That's nice. Ask about tonight.
Have you heard about a knight in Kingsbridge?
A knight? Yes. He was just lying by the road, just a mile away from the priory. He must have fallen from his horse.
Where is he now?
He died. We buried him in the cemetery.
Did he have a name? Did he say anything?
He could not speak. But the look in his eyes told me he was afraid. I held his hand and prayed with him while he died.
Did the knight have anything with him?
There was a letter. I gave it to Prior James. Remigius will probably burn it with the rest of James's papers. James insisted that all his books and documents shall be burnt after his death, except for his Bible.
I heard about this. I think that would be unwise.
Sometimes I wonder if it was because of that letter. A few days later, Prior James fell through the ice. Right here, Philip. Maybe I brought a curse on Kingsbridge.
How could a letter bring harm? Well, there are plenty of ways. Let's just quote scripture up the guy.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Have faith in the Lord, Brother Paul. You did well.
Thank you, Philip.
Oh, here we go. So we'll probably get extra conversation options with Francis now. Let's explore a bit. To the mill, or to Kingsbridge, or between the trees. I don't think we can go back. Yeah, we can't. It's just information. Path between the trees it is. Seems like the most out of the way area to go to. We first encircle the area and then go to the middle. Limestone, beech nuts. Beech nuts? Oh, from type of tree. Quite a few nuts left, but judging by the track, squirrels are interested in well. Well, they would be. Wait, wouldn't they be in hibernation? Ah, but they store nuts for the winter. They don't sleep all winter. Limestone, rough stone, poking out from the ground. As if I were a mason, that might be of use to me. Alright. I guess if we ever learn masonry, we come back. Seems we can't go further than this. At least the camera refuses to move. I can't go further than that either.
And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed,